In this video, I'll show you how we can create the calendar that can be used as a dimension. So these can be filters that can be applied to your transactions, your financial analysis, and so on. So I'll simply go here into modeling, create a new table, and give it a name. So table name will be, suppose, calendar sync-bricks. And here I'll add a function called calendar. Start date will be date, and it will be 2020, and month will be January, and here end date will be today. So this will be dynamic, which means that anytime the date is changing, so first date will be this and the last date will be today. So if I show you now the data view, you can see here that the dates have been added from 1st of January 2020 till 13th of May 2023. And if you see here, I click here on the column, you can see the name is date and the data type is date and time. I don't need time, so I'll be just changing the data type to date. Now you can see here, date has been added. And of course, if I go here on my right side, you can see here the complete tree is added, which is the year, quarter, month, and day. But we can also add the columns here. So I can add the column name will be year, suppose. So the name of column will be year. And here I'll be adding the year. I'll choose the year, and year of what? Which date? I'll choose calendar, sync-bricks, and date. And date will be dot date. So this way the year is added. Of course, in this hierarchy, you do not have the weekday and week number, so we can add that also. Sorry, I have to copy this particular tax function here. So I'll add here to new column the same DAC function, but it will be now month. And here I'll be choosing month. So now you can see here the month has come here. Even I can do that by other way also. Like for example, if I, instead of using the quarter as a function or quarter as a DAX function, so I can choose quarter in this column, and here it will be the calendar date time, and it will be dot quarter. So you see here quarter one, quarter two. So this way quarter number can also be added. Now I want to make sure that here I see a column that if the date is current date, it will say true or false. So I'll add a new column here. So I'll name it is today, and it will be calendar date time dot date is equal to today. So if you see here, if it is today, so it will be true, otherwise it will be false. So if I go here down, you can see today's date is true, so it shows true. You can of course add using if function also. For example, if I say if calendar date is equal to today, and it will be yes, otherwise it will be no. So you can see here, instead of true false, it is saying yes or no. I can also do that in terms of binary functions, so ones and zeros. So you can do that also, or you can even use in this way also. So it will become a number here, 1 for yes, 0 for no. So you can remove it, so it will be showing you true false is equal to today. I'll be adding here for yesterday also, so I'll add a new column here. It will be is yesterday, and I'll say it if the calendar date dot date is equal to today minus 1. So we'll go down here and see. So we can filter the records based on the is today or is yesterday. I want to have the previous year and previous month also. New column, and I can add here previous year. So year of today minus. I want to make sure that if the calendar date dot year is equal to previous year. So now we'll go down here, and the previous year should appear as previous year. You can see here 2022 is appearing as true. Filtering sometimes the record of previous month, new column, and I name it previous month. It is simple. I can add if month of calendar year, calendar date dot date is equal to month of today's date. Sorry, this is day, it should be date, or I can simply choose here if the calendar date dot month is equal to today, month of today, so it will be true or false. But here the challenge is if I see true, also -1. So you can see here April. So previous month, which means April. So April of all the years is appearing here, which is wrong, of course, because I want the previous month to be the previous month of current year or previous month of the year for the current month. So here I can add another function also here, and I'll say here dot year, today. If you see here now, only current month dates have appeared here, which means that current year, previous month. And if I remove this from here, this function that I added, or this tax function that I added here, you can see here it has taken all the months of 120 rows, which means that all the 4 years month is appearing here. So I'll add this function again here to make sure that it takes for the previous one. But here is one challenge. And what is that challenge? In case I'm in the month of January, so what it will filter? It will filter December, but again, December of current year has not come. Of course, it will be fine if the current month is from February till December. But when there is January, it should, of course, treat these dates as the December of previous year. So what should we do in that case? So this month for today -1 will be only applied if today is equal to 1, else 12, and then month today -1. Again, here I'll mention is equal to if month of today is equal to 1, what will happen? Year today minus 1. Otherwise, it will take year of today. Now, what has happened here? So if the calendar month is between 1 and 12, so it will take the month -1, which is fine. And for the calendar year, what it will do, if the month is January, so what will happen? That it will remove the year 1. Now you can see here that its previous month, it should be April, of course. And let me change my system date. And you can see previous month. I'll choose true. And you can see here December 2022 is now the previous month. This way it has filtered. So I'll go back again and change my date back to today, May 13th, change. And now if I refresh this again, so you can see here, April is the previous month, which is correct. So this way you can add more columns here. Of course, I have added yesterday, previous month, previous year. Add here another column will be current year is current year. So it will be year or calendar year is equal to year of today. And this is current year. So if I filter current year, this is current year. If I want to add current month also, so I'll add a new column called is current month. So I'll again add calendar, date, and then month is equal to month of today. New column, it will be till today, and I'll say date dot date is less than or equal to today. Of course, all will be there because it has already taken the date from today. I can choose here till yesterday also. So it will be till yesterday and date, calendar, date, dot date is less than today. So you can see here, last date will be false and all other will be true. So current date will be excluded from here. So these can be filters that can be applied to your transactions, your financial analysis, and so on. And as we added the calendar in the beginning, so we have chosen this particular date. In this way also, we can also choose the date. So where year will be year of today and month will be December. So which means that it will create the year till 31st of December 23. Now you can see here. So it has added the dates till December 2023. So every year it will add all the dates for next year. We have to add the weekday, for example. So I'll add another column here, new column. So it will be a weekday and week number of the year also. So it will be week number of year, of course, and I'll choose here the week number of calendar date dot date. Okay, so you can see here the week numbers are added for entire years, and another column will be weekday. So I'll choose new column here. It will be weekday, and it will be weekday calendar. Alright, so you can see here all the weekdays. If I choose today is true. So you can see here today is week number 19 and weekday is 7. So today is Saturday, 7th weekday. There can be other columns also in case you are sorting it by the month number, but you also want to see the month name. Similarly, as we have seen that weekday is 7, but we are not sure which week day it is, whether it is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So that also can be added here. So I'll be adding those columns also. So new column. First of all, I'll add the month name here. So for month name, I'll choose month name. And here I can use the format function. So if I choose format, and here I'll choose calendar date as date, dot date, and here I'll choose MMM. So MMM will actually give the month up to 3 characters. If I add one more M here, so it will give me entire month. Now if I remove this, for example, so you can see here complete. And if I go here, similarly the way you are using in Microsoft Excel, and even I can copy this again for the new column because most of the times you need everything. So I'll add short month name also. So instead of MMM, I'll use 3 times. So short month name has also come here. Now I'll say weekday name also, similarly the way we did for the month. So I believe this will be more than enough. One more column I want to add here is the weekend and holiday. Of course, holiday has to be linked with the holiday calendar list. But here I can add a column called the weekend. So I'll add a column called weekend here. And we have the weekend here on Friday and Saturday. So I'll add weekend. The function will be like this. So calendar and date. Okay, this is day. So I want the weekday. So here will be weekday of calendar date dot date. And if I see here weekday, so it shows me this. So if it is greater than 5, so it will of course have 6 and 7, which will be true and false, and it will be Friday and Saturday. I can use switch. If weekday is, for example, 4, so it will turn true. If weekday is 6, it will again return true, and else it will return false. So here you can see if the weekday is Friday and Wednesday, it is false. So I'll just change it to weekend. So in your case, it could be, for example, Saturday, Sunday, so which is first and seventh day in my case here, first and sixth. So I will choose first day and seventh day, for example. So now you see here, Saturday, Sunday is weekend. So I'll choose here again 6 and 5. So which is, sorry, 6 and 7. So I'll choose here 6, 7, which is Friday, Saturday. So it means that, for example, if I want to see what is my sale on weekend, so I can just choose the filter of weekend. So it will show me the weekend sale instead of choosing the days. So I'll be choosing the filter here. The last column that I want to add is the day of the year. So from 1 to 365, if you are linking it with any other dimensions, so you'll be able to understand that in which particular day what is happening. So for that, what I'll do, I'll again go here. I'll add a new column. This will be day of year, and I'll add the date difference here. So of the current date, so I'll add date diff function here. So what will be date diff? I will add the date and of the year, date year, and then what will be the that date here? It will be calendar syntax dot date and dot date. Otherwise, others I'll take 1 and 1. So which means that from 1st of January will be the first date and then the last date, of course. So I'll be choosing calendar syntax date dot date dot day plus 1. Yeah, so it had to be, parenthesis has to be closed here. Of course, it should be day plus 1. Now you can see first date of the year. And here, if you go 365 days of the year. So this way you can add multiple columns. So I have added all possible multiple columns here into calendar table. I have given the link of this particular file, calendar file, to you in the description, so you can download it directly from there and you can make use of it, and then you can start using this as a base to create your visuals, to create your dashboards and reports. This is one of the ways which I use to create the calendar. Of course, you can use various other ways. There are multiple options to create a calendar. I have used tags function. You can also use the query builders through the Power Query. You can use that also. See you in next video. Take care and goodbye.